Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press release out of the small cap space every morning at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investments. Wednesday, November the 16th, I've got 4 press releases for you all over the place. I'm going to start you off first with China. This is Deyu Agriculture, trades on the OTC under the stock symbol Deyu. They put up the third quarter numbers. I like them. I like them a lot. This is a China-based vertically integrated producer and distributor of both organic and non-organic corn and grain products. You got to like that space. Here are the overview highlights. Revenue up 313% to $86.5 million. Gross profit improved 177% to $13.5 million. Net income increased 241% to $7.6 million. Folks, these aren't their annual numbers according to the company. It's their quarterly number. The company has a market cap of about $30 million, and yet in one quarter, it did revenue of $86.6 million. I'm going to double check that, but that sounds unbelievable. Net income $7.6 million means that they did about a quarter of their market cap in this quarter, which means that if they extrapolate, they can do the same number and just do the same number. Forget about the fact that they're increasing by 241%. If they do the same number, you're looking at the possibility here of a company trading at 1 times earnings with the ridiculous top line revenue growth. It closed yesterday $2.99, $4.90 on the high, $2 on the 52-week low. As I've said to you on several occasions, there are Chinese companies being thrown out, babies being thrown at the bathwater because of the reverse merger scandals that are going on. But you have to know that some, in fact, many of these companies are real. They're going to make it through the process. Once the smoke clears, you're going to have a massive opportunity to make gains on the companies that are still standing. I think you put Deyu here on your watch list. Do some very, very careful due diligence. Do all your work. You don't need to rush into it. No one's buying Chinese stocks, and you're going to miss any opportunity. So take that extra time, do your own due diligence, but I think you have a real opportunity there. Switching over to the venture, Niogold Mining, TSX Venture, NOX. They're reporting that their Marban high-grade western zone has returned 9.8 grams ton of gold over 5.8 meters. These are final drilling results from their first program on that Marban block property, which is in the Abitibi region of Quebec. A $5 million second phase program has been initiated. The company's putting its money where its mouth is. Here's some of the highlights. First of all, that number I gave you at the beginning, those were near surface. That was a near surface mineralized interval. Above and beyond that, the company says that 6 of the 14 holes returned thick, lower grade gold mineralized intervals, as well as higher grade intercepts, including 8.3 grams ton of gold over 4.6 meters. They also had 5.9 grams ton of gold over 3.6 meters. Niogold has outlined indicated resources of 590,000 ounces of gold and inferred resources 361,000 ounces of gold. They closed yesterday 36 cents, 55 on the high, 29 on the low. Pretty tight range. I actually kind of like that. So go take a look at Niogold. I like those numbers. We've got Integra Gold Corp, TSX Venture, ICG. They're saying that the Triangle Zone has added high-grade ounces to the resource on the Lamar Gold Project. In fact, they're increasing the resources by 40%. I like this news. This project is located in Val-d'Or. Great political place to be. Their resource estimate was just released on June 23rd, 2011. They've increased the total resources now to 518,000 ounces plus change in the inferred category and just under 160,000 ounces on the indicated side. They also say they've got $3 million in the bank with 51 million shares outstanding, and additional gold zone resource estimates are underway. I like that. John DeJong also had a quote. I've told you this many times. I like it when companies add texture and context to their press release. I've got an excerpt here. It says, these results have the potential to positively influence the various production scenarios we're currently considering. See, I didn't know about production coming up, and that's great that they're contemplating production scenarios at the very least. And in addition, they're also considering the possible benefit of recalculating about 316,000 ounces of their inferred gold right now, because the cutoff grade used back then in the original calculation was determined at a time when gold traded in the $400 to $500 per ounce range, which means they probably had to use a significantly higher cutoff grade in order to make it economic. But now gold's sitting in between $1,700 and $1,800. They can probably shift that down pretty comfortably and get us a meaningful increase to that segment of their inferred resources. I would bet they're telegraphing some of the market here. Take a look at that. They closed yesterday 30 cents, 87 cents on the high, 18 cents on the 52-week low, $12.5 million market cap. And finally, CUI Global trades on the OTC, on the stock symbol CUGI. They announced an exclusive 3-year, $30 million distribution agreement for their gas metering device. It's a distribution agreement with, it's a 3-year deal with Orbital out of the UK. Normally, I'm suspect of these kind of announcements because a lot of times these small cap companies will just announce distribution deals, put out a really, really huge number, and never actually execute that, but they try and use it as a short-term promotion. In this case, the company says that Orbital is one of the largest system integration providers in the UK industrial gas market. So they're making that statement. They're putting it out in black and white. I don't think they'd be lying about that, but now your job is to go find Orbital and go confirm that, in fact, they are one of the largest system integration providers in the UK industrial gas market, because chances are they're not going to be entering into a suspect market, into a suspect agreement. So this agreement calls for sales of as many as 1,500 to 2,000 units, valued between $30 and $40 million. I like the fact that in the press release they used a lower number, $30 million, over the 3 years. And CUI expects to begin delivering product in the late first quarter 2012. So I would expect that means sometime in March. They closed yesterday at 20 cents. Their 52-week range is 32 on the upside, 8 cents on the downside. So they're dead smack in the middle of their 52-week trading range. And their market cap is sitting just over $40 million. That's a wrap. As always, quality over quantity. I love today's news. Great press releases. If you're looking for more great small cap resource news and you're watching this on Global Investor, then look below me or the left of me to see the companies we've covered over the past few days. Otherwise, if you're not already there, get to the front page of AGORACOM, watch the show, take a look at the best headlines to my right, and get into our marketplace to discover your next great small cap stock. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.